Rick, good to see you.
Hey, good morning, Keith Jones. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Rick. Thank you. So what do you want to talk about today? What's our topic?
I was thinking this is sort of tax season. We're in the coming up to the middle of April, and I was thinking one of the things that might be important is to talk about things that we have to do and things that require us to live frugally, at least within a budget. And I was thinking that's sort of part of a larger picture, which is really living life on purpose, where you're controlling what you can control.
I love the topic, man. So yeah, go ahead and kick us off. Start.
Okay. Well, I guess I was thinking about this because today on my list of things to do is not only complete my taxes, but also to look at all of the things that I have on auto pay, for example. I've got a ton of stuff on auto pay. In fact, most all my bills are auto pay. And then, unfortunately, throughout the year, 365 days, that's every day there's a choice to add something new on auto pay. And by God, I do it. So I look at my stuff and I'm always amazed. Holy cow, look at all the money going out the door on stuff that I forgot all about. I've got a subscription to a Boy Scout magazine. I don't know how that happened, but probably when my son 100 years ago was growing up, and I never canceled it. So, there's like $3 a month and you don't pay attention to that kind of thing. But my
Right.
point is that is the kind of stinking, loose, sloppy living that it creates a financial drain eventually.
Right.
I'm not an economist or a finance expert, but I'm sure if I added up all those $3 charges that mean nothing to me, that I don't even notice every month, that I'd come up with a big number at the end of the year. And you multiply that times how many of these you have, and it's an enormous amount of money over,
Yeah.
a couple of years. So my thought was that if I could stop that, that is sort of the same kind of thinking that helps us live life on purpose. So here I am trying to focus on a budget, living life on purpose within my means, and then also at the same time using that same kind of mental energy to to also structure how I want to deal with my life. I don't want to spend time on things that waste my time. I don't want to spend time on judging other people. I don't want to spend time on being angry. I don't want to spend time. In other words, you're constantly looking, monitoring what you're spending your time on and deciding whether that's really, really, truly what you want to spend time on. And I think once we look at that, we determine, boy, there's a whole lot of stuff that I'm spinning my wheels on. I'm not getting much back from. I'm creating more and more stress for myself when I don't need to. And so I think that this today and this weekend before tax deadline is a good time to look at all of that and to create not only a financial budget, but also an emotional budget. What do I want to invest in emotionally? What things do I want to commit to? What things don't I want to commit to? How do I get them out of my life? Same thing with the physical exercise, just like we talk in ToBeRe. You're mindful of your nutrition, you do your RT, you spend time doing your cardio, you work on your inner peace so that you have good sleep. All of those things that are part of the practice reaffirmed. And I think if we do that fairly often, that we can keep ourselves in the straight and narrow and keep ourselves happy and peaceful. One last point. Now, tax day sort of coincides with my birthday. Now, a lot of people do resolutions first of the year. I don't. I do my resolutions on my birthday. That's the first of my year. And I think birthdays are a perfect time for us to reevaluate where we've been and where we want to go for the next year. Someone said it takes about a decade to figure out how you feel in that particular age. So I turned 75 this week. It's taken, I'm just starting getting used to being 65. And so now I'm about 10 years behind the eight ball. So my point is, if you can, on your birthday every year, look at where you're at, that makes it a heck of a lot easier to make decisions on what you don't want, as well as what you want and what you need to go for and put your energy on.
Rick, I love this. Happy birthday, by the way.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for helping me have some positive context around tax season. Okay. Yeah, what I was going to just add, and I'll be brief here, is that living frugally, I also do this reflection every month when that automatic pay comes out on some service that is really giving me no value. And when I say not giving me any value, it's not giving me any value because I'm either got another service that does something similar or just really isn't helpful. Now, if you got some kind of subscription that's helping you become a better person, oh, all means engage in that. If you have a gym membership and you're not going to the gym, don't cancel the membership. Start going to the gym. But there are a couple of things there. Like I have this car wash subscription to two car washes. I only wash my car at one. The other one needs to go. It's costing me over 300 a year. What are we doing here? But also another application for this idea of living frugally is all the things that I don't need, for me to be happy, for me to be fulfilled, for me to be peaceful. Like letting those things go too is something that the practice has also really been instrumental in making true for me. So I'm grateful, Rick. Thank you for this topic of living frugally. Like I said, I don't need to play a perfect pickleball game to be happy. I don't need it to be fully staffed at work and everybody show up and pat me on the back for me to be happy. So that's also living frugally. And if you live a life to where you're doing more giving than taking, um, you're gonna be happy, man. Much more so than the other way around. Rick, thank you for a great show.
Hey, thanks, Keith. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.